Hi friends, we are going to make a glycerite and we're going to be using catnip. So a few things with catnip. It's gentle enough for children to use. It's good for belly aches, tummy aches. It's good for digestion. It soothes the belly. Also a wonderful relaxer. So it's good for nighttime if your children are having a hard time sleeping, or if you're having a hard time sleeping. It's very gentle. Indians actually use this for colic, and it's still used to this day for colicky babies. You can make a weak tea out of it, and you can add it to their bottle, whatever you're giving them in their bottle. Or if you're a nursing mom, you can drink a tea, and within 30 minutes of nursing, the baby's going to get the benefits of the catnip and the colic reliever. So we're going to do a glycerite. Glycerite is made with using food-grade glycerin and distilled water. I don't like to make a glycerite 100% using this because it can be a little irritating to the esophagus. So therefore I add this distilled water. I usually do a 70% glycerin to a 30% glycerite. I have the catnip. It is dried, and this is a quart mason jar. So I have this a little under halfway full. This is so easy to do. This will be on my website for purchase if you don't want to have to go through the trouble of making this yourself, because this will have to sit for 6 weeks. So I'm going to use this jar here. I've got 1 cup of food grade glycerin that we're going to add in here. And this is just what we're starting out with. We're going to do another cup. Now that glycerin has not penetrated the herb yet. So we're going to help it out. We're going to get a skewer and we're going to stir that up. Just move it around. Mix it up. Glycerin, you want to make sure it's food grade. You want to make sure it is organic. It's very thick. It's very sweet. It's still very thick. I'm going to add another cup. All right, we are going to add the distilled water. So we have the catnip. We have 3 cups of food grade glycerin. And we're now going to add distilled water. I'm going to start out with 1 cup first. And that takes us about to the top. But we're going to stir it. And that catnip, that herb, is going to start absorbing that water. Not so much the glycerin. Again, this is good for nighttime, relaxation. So because I didn't like the way that this was sitting, the amounts, you will need a larger jar than a quart jar, just an FYI. So we're going to put it in this 1/2 gallon. I'd already put 1 cup in of distilled water. I'm going to put another cup in, but I'm going to shake this to get as much out of this jar that we started with. So we have 3 cups of glycerin, 2 cups of distilled water, and here we are. We have a full catnip tincture. It's good for tummy aches. Children can take it, not babies. The glycerite would not be something you'd want to give a baby. Sleeplessness, it helps with sleep, calming, child-friendly. Adults can take this. And what we have in here is 4 cups of food-grade glycerin. We have 3 cups of distilled water and a little over 2 cups of dried catnip. I added the lemon powder that I had, the lemons I dehydrated and ground down to a powder as a flavoring. It's very sweet. It's more palatable for children. They're more inclined to take it. And if you have any questions, let me know, friends. Stay healthy.